Go for it. How do you organize yourself? Um, so yeah, I think in all honesty, I must admit, organization has been a journey for me. I think previously I was very much during my undergrad on the brink of deadlines, and I had commitments and a lot of, during my second year, I had a lot of commitments. I had to juggle a lot of things. And when it came to exam season, I think I felt very overwhelmed. And I think this definitely affected my grades at the end of the year. Moving forward from this point, what I did was firstly reach out to my lecturer and my peers on ways I could improve. So my lecturer gave me sort of tips on where I went wrong during my exam, and my peers kind of let me know that I get distracted a lot, and it felt that I just didn't have a method to handling my tasks. So what I did was I got a bullet journal, which is like a diary, where I would, put all my deadlines, put all the things that I need to achieve that day, schedule my days. And then I used a software called Notion. Don't know if you've heard of it, but definitely recommend it, where I would see kind of my timetable, see the year as a whole, be able to put in like work on different projects that I had. And then also I realized that during the time, when I had a lot of commitments and a lot the sheer workload that was kind of mounting up as I went along, realized how important it was to have breaks and have a hobby. And I realized that Netflix was not a hobby. So I kind of picked up my love for photography and also incorporated going on walks as a means to de-stress. And that's the way I kind of balance things out. And then I think also what I did was reduce the amount of commitments that I had in societies, just so that I could learn how to prioritize my tasks and prioritize what was important, and kind to juggle all those kind of baskets was really difficult. So I think this whole experience definitely allowed me to be more self-aware, which is why I followed up my ADHD diagnosis, and turns out I did have ADHD, and this really helped me to tailor my organization and what works for me and what doesn't. So right now, when I'm trying to focus, I have app and computer blockers, and I try to revise 15 minutes on and 10 minutes off, and this just allows me to ensure that I keep focused and I don't procrastinate, and it's a stage where I feel overwhelmed out. And I think organization is very important in medicine, because when I was actually shadowing an F1 doctor on the biology ward, I saw that she had so many tasks to do, and what she did was just grab a piece of paper, and she wrote down all her tasks, prioritized them, and was just crossing them off as she went along. I just thought that that was a really good way for her to see her task, visualize the task, and complete them. And there was some time where she couldn't like complete everything. She went to her colleague and asked for help, and he stepped in. And I just thought that it's very important that when you feel overwhelmed, to reach out and to make sure that you can prioritize your time as well. I think it does help prevent now. And I did reach out to a doctor online. He said that there are methods that doctors do have, a self-care kit where you sort of write down all the things that help, all the things that make you well. So whether that's exercise, whether that's going to watch a theatre show or stuff like that. And then it's also about having self-awareness and recognizing when you are feeling overwhelmed and you are stressed out, to snap your colleagues or you grumpy. And it's about also having a peer group, and a support group. So the GP had a sort of a GP group chat where she knew that she could rely on and reach out to whenever she just, she had a problem. And also having professional help as well, whether that's with your own GP, the BMA, and things like that. So to summarize, having organization skills for me has been a journey, but I have gotten to a stage where at the end I got a 2-1. I know how to prioritize my tasks. I know how to set deadlines. I know how to, relax and de-stress and things like that, and why it's important to be able to prioritize your tasks and duties that you have to maintain a good work-life balance as well in the mix. So yeah, I completely forgot